I know I did not put the title and the everything in your video. I will edit that later. Okay. Just give me 1 second. Leo, please. All right. So this is the next 48 reading for Leo. All right. Sun, Moon, Rising, and the North Node. Okay. Okay. Let me delete this. This is for March 21.22. Okay. Hold on. Your overall message, Leo, is the Fountain of Youth meal ticket. All right. So, as that download came to me, I wanted to know what the word meal. I wanted to know what meal ticket meant. Like, what is it? What does that mean exactly? So I looked it up. Of course, I did. And this is what I got. All right. A meal ticket is a person or thing that is used as a source of regular income. All right. So I literally feel like someone is selling their youth. Okay. Someone sells the youth, that's their meal ticket, or I feel like someone is selling their young. All right, so this, of course, this could be a surrogate mother. Maybe you are looking for a surrogate mother, but I'm getting the fountain of youth is being sold. I feel like meal is a double entendre. I'm getting actually, I'm not gonna say eating babies, that's crazy, but I feel like somebody is exposing their child to oral sex at a very early age, like 8, 9, 10, 11. They are exposing their child to oral sex, like a meal ticket. Like somebody is allowing their child to be tasted. I'm sorry if that sounds vulgar. I try to say that in the best way I possibly could. Right? Somebody is whoring out their child. Okay? Or this is what somebody planned on doing. Somebody planned on whoring their child out or selling their child, or they have. Okay. I'm also getting to something about a child star. Literally, an Aquarius. Because Aquarius is the star, so I'm getting a child star, an Aquarius child, or Aquarius children. Now Aquarius rules the future. All right, the future is children. Children are our future. Aquarius also rules hope. What gives you hope? Seeing a child. Children are the only thing that let us know that there's a tomorrow, because we see children. When you have a child, you witness yourself come back. That gives you hope. You see yourself walking and talking. You see an extension of yourself. So you know that there's an extension of life beyond the one that you're living, because you have a child here. Children give us hope. They are indications of tomorrow. Okay? I feel like too, Leo, it is very important that you start valuing the woman. Okay? As much as you probably don't want to admit this, or as much as you deny who she is or what she does, you can't deny the fact that she got babies, man, she has babies. That's very godly. She has the babies. We return through the we witness ourselves come back through her. And you do that time and time again, and she's not God. You have to start seeing both sides, man, because can you imagine if there were no children in the world? Can you imagine a life without children? Isn't that a scary fucking thought? Because we come back through the woman. What if she just stopped having babies all of a sudden? What if a million women stopped giving birth? That's scary. Because you know now that it ends with you. You don't come back. If you keep disrespecting her and doing all these heinous things to her, why would she want to give a baby to you, man? And then you don't return. It's willful genocide. You don't come back if she don't want to have a baby. You can deny it all you want to, man. She's fucking God, dog. Not because she's a woman, because she has babies. She brings us back. She gives us hope because she gives birth to a baby. I mean, you may shoot up in her, but she can say, okay, fuck this baby, I'm not having it, and then you don't come back. That's all she got to do is say, fuck the child. We do not return. Leo rules children. Aquarius, your opposite, rules the future. But there's not going to be no future if she don't have kids. It's her decision. And I'm going to tell you this, she doesn't need you to have a baby. A woman can open her legs to the sun and get pregnant by the sun, literally. That's why they call it a sun. She can literally open up her legs to the sunlight and be impregnated by it. That's all it is when you shoot up in her. And the sperm is a brain with a tail attached to it. That's all it is. Intelligence comes from our Father. The sperm is intelligent. It can swim. My father taught me this. The sperm is so smart, it knows where to go in the darkness. Can you imagine being in a strange place in a strange land with a whole bunch of other niggas? You don't know where the fuck you at, but you just know where to go. That's almost like intuition, isn't it? But the sperm knows where to go. It's dark. And all the while, her body's trying to destroy you. Because her body sees the sperm as a fucking parasite. But once the sperm hits the egg, it's all on her. She molds the intelligence and she turns a thought into a kid. You gotta give her credit for that. You have to give her credit for that. You can't fucking do it. But what if she stopped? What if she just said, okay, I'm not having my kids? What if a million women just said that? Fuck kids. I don't want no more kids. That's scary, man. Because as you get older, you realize that I'm not coming back. Who do I leave my wealth to? You start to become paranoid. You start getting scared. As you get older, you realize that, damn, death is coming. It's inevitable. I have no offspring. You don't return. You become disembodied. You don't go back up. You don't ascend back up to heaven. Once you fall into sin, you have fallen. Once the angels fall, they fail. They don't go back up into heaven and shit. That's like a baby. Once the baby falls, it has fallen. They can't go back up in a woman. Like, what you think this is? You think you ascend back up to heaven? No, you don't. You ascend to a high place on earth. But once you come to this motherfucker, you're stuck here. Whether you have a body or not, you're stuck. What's the name of this reading again? This reading is like heavy. All right. just came out of nowhere. The fountain of youth, yeah. Okay, so I'm also getting two rants over. I was ranting, like I was going off for a minute right quick. I'm getting something, damn, I just lost my train of thought. The fountain of youth. I just lost my mind. I don't know. Somebody don't like that I said that. Somebody really hates that I just said all that. That's okay. Okay, I'm getting something about abortion. Abortion clinics. I feel like too, if you're going to have a child in this time, which I highly recommend against doing that, but if you're going to, you need to be real careful about who you're choosing to breed with. I mean, I don't recommend having kids right now, but you can do what you want to do. All right, in other news, I'm hearing something about an actual ticket. You're buying a ticket, plane ticket, bus ticket. You're buying a ticket to something. So I'm getting movement. I'm getting relocation or movement. I feel like too, like something is stealing your youth. Like, so our ascendant is our ancestor. Your ascendant represents what came before you. Your ancestor or your ascendant. Okay, it represents the first house. Represents who comes before us. Your descendant represents who comes after you. Your children. All right. Like I told you before, once you have a child, once the child falls, it grounds you. You become grounded. All right. But you begin to descend from a high place when you have a descendant. I'm getting something about, I hate to say this, but children, they steal your youth. They steal your energy. They feed off of you, literally. So as long as the child is alive, it doesn't matter where it's at in the world, you're connected to the child by a cord. And it's constantly feeding off you. You're its mother. So it takes, and as the child gets older, you get older. Literally. Also, too, there's a fountain of youth. All right, so you notice in a fountain that the water continuously runs. It runs, it overflows, it runs, it overflows. It just continues to run, it continues to overflow. Right. So whatever you know, whatever you learn, your child knows by default. What do I mean by this? If you have a child right now and you read something new, you learn something new, your child already knows that. That is so fucking dope. I don't even know how I know that, but that shit is dope as hell. So if you learn something new today, you have a kid that's a year old, your kid already know what you just read. You can change the entire lineage by reading. If you read a book, your kid already read the book because you're reading it. I'm talking to mothers now. That shit is dope as hell. So when you meet a smart kid, like, damn, I know your mama's smart. When you talk to a kid that's actually intelligent, they got a fucking intelligent mother. Because how do you know that as a child? That's why we see that like kids say the darndest things. It's because their mom read it or their mom knows something. You wonder how a kid is so intelligent? Their mom is a reader. Double entendres. That's a hell of a fact. That shit fire. That shit is fire. I don't know where that's even coming from. That information. It's just coming. But that's dope as shit. That explains a lot, doesn't it? When you tell your child to watch your mouth, how you know that shit? Don't you know it? What you mean how I know it? You know it, right? Stop telling your kids not to do what you doing. Shit, I'm your kid, I'm gonna do what you do. You're doing it. You're controlling them. You're the mom. Literally. That's a stupid saying, do as I say, not as I do. What are you talking about? I can't help but do what you do. I'm attached to you, motherfucker. Now, of course, the opposite of Leo is Aquarius. Aquarius is rebellious. They rebel. So they want to know why. Why is that true? Why do I have to believe that? And you can't just say because I told you so, because they're not going for that shit. They want to know why. You should have an explanation. That's with anything. If you give me information, I ask, well, why should I believe that? Don't get mad. Why the fuck should I believe it? You're mad because you don't know. Not you in particular, but I'm just talking here. All right. This is more like a lecture. All right. The fountain of youth. Let's see what else. I feel like, okay, I already talked about that. Somebody sold their child into slavery, or somebody sold their child, it didn't turn out the way they thought. All right. I'm getting to Leo, your child knows more than you think they know. Your child knows what you're doing or what you did. They know what you're doing. They're a lot smarter than you think. I'm getting to someone's gonna do something real hateful out of spite, something real fucked up because they just want to spite you. Let me give you a parallel, all right? I have a daughter, right? She dies at the age of, no, let's say I name her Sunshine, right? I have a daughter and I name her Sunshine, okay? She dies at the age of 3, all right? My friend then has a daughter, okay? And she names her daughter Sunshine. She names her daughter Sunshine and gives her my first name as her middle name. And she brings her around and she shows me how cute she is and all this other stuff. I hope that makes sense. I'm trying to think of something spiteful. I'm not really a spiteful thinker, so that's hard for me. But I feel like somebody had a child out of spite. Like this is like if you tell your friend you want to name your kid John, or you have a unique name for your kid, and then you never have a kid, but they do. They name their child that. That's spiteful. And they come right out and tell you like, yeah, this is my son John. Like, damn, for real? You gonna do me like that? But I feel like somebody had a child just to spite you. Who does that? But I feel like the joke is on them because I'm not to say the child is dumb, but I feel like the child is going to have a mental condition, or they're going to have a physical deformity, like Down syndrome or something like that. But who does that though? What type of shit is that? But see, this is how careless we are about angels falling. That is so selfish. Every time you have a kid, you force an angel to fall from the sky. You're doing that. Now, of course, we choose our birthdays and shit like that. Some people when they consider giving birth, they try to be very careful about it. That's an angel talking to you, saying, okay, have sex on this day with this person, name me this. But people who just be fucking and having kids, that's very selfish because you force angels to fall. And the kids come out grotesque or misbehaved or obese or something like that. Because you're not thinking that through. You don't think it through. You just fucking having kids. I asked myself the other day, where do poor people come from? Where does the poor come from? Why do the poor outnumber the rich by such a large number? Like I think 5% of the population they're wealthy and the rest are poor. How the fuck does that happen? Where do poor people come from? Like that's something that you have to really ask yourself. Why is there so many poor people in the world? They're bastards. They come from careless breeding. You got 5 fucking kids by a man who left. You can't take care of them. Then they got fucking 5 kids that they can't fucking take care of. And it just keeps going on and on. They just multiply like fucking bunnies and shit. But here's the kicker though. I don't have 5 kids with a nothing ass fucking man. You do. So why the fuck do I gotta take care of your 5 kids? This is the government talking. You had 5 kids, not me. You know, I hear men complaining a lot, poor men complaining that they won't give their girl welfare because she got a man. Yeah, that's what the fucking man is for. You supposed to take care of her. Why the fuck do I gotta give you welfare checks and social and food stamps and you got a fucking man in your house? Let him do that shit. Why do I have to take care of your fucking 5 bastard children? You have them fucking kids, you take care of them. But we get mad at the fucking government, not we. People get mad at the fucking government for not taking care of their fucking kids and shit. Take care of your own fucking children. Stop having them. But you would like, I'm talking to men again. You keep going up in her and getting her pregnant, and then you tell her to go get on welfare, and she can't get it. You mad at her. Get on your fucking job. Stop expecting somebody to take care of your fucking offspring. Why the fuck would the government give you money? Why the fuck would the government give her money and free food when you're in the fucking house? That's some lazy ass shit. And you expect this though. You expect him to. You expect me to take care of your offspring? I mean, what type of man are you? What type of man is that? What type of God is that? How is you God? Now, of course, we don't say the poor are God. We say the man is God, though how? When you blame her for everything is her fault. How are you God and all your problems are mine or it's my fault? If you a fucking God, be accountable, God. But every time you fuck up, you blame me. It's my fault. How the fuck is it my fault that you making mistakes? I've been at home all day. I was talking to this guy today. He was a Leo. He was a Lyft driver. And I was kind of angry because I don't understand why men are attracted to stupid ass women. What's so attractive about a dumb ass woman? And this is Atlanta, so he's like, well, that's all we have. That's all you like. You like that dumb ass shit. You like ratchet and pretty. That's why they're ratchet and pretty, because you like it. Stop fucking making excuses. If you like a ratchet ass hoe, you like a ratchet ass hoe. Just call it what the fuck it is. Stop making excuses and shit. And then complain like, oh, well, that's all we have. That's all you want. That's all you accept. You can't be God and you blame the woman for everything. That don't make sense. All right. This is sounding kind of angry, isn't it? Let's get back on topic. But I mean, this is the fountain of youth. Like this I'm channeling right now. I don't know where this is coming from. have a lot of respect for men, actually. I really value men, but y'all be on that bullshit. Let's see what else I can pull. I think that's it, Leo. I've been talking a lot in your reading. This is a long ass reading. All right. The Fountain of Youth. I just heard drink more water. You need to drink more water, Leo. Yeah. All right. I'm going to leave it there. Thanks so much for watching.